Minecraft has a new boss mob, the Warden. It's the strongest mob ever, lives in its own structure, the ancient city, and is not intended to be killed at all. And yet, this video I'm going to be showing you how to kill it the safest in 1.19. Use it as long as it's possible because it might get patched. If you don't know, the Warden is a new OP boss mob that has more health than anything else, and by knowing how to kill it you have the guarantee to survive. Killing the Warden can be helpful when looting the ancient city or when breaking all these skulk behind me to get experience. Now, first of all, the Warden will only spawn in the ancient city and you have to get yourself one before. So how to do this? I recommend using the website Chunkbase. A link to this will be in the video description, and there you can simply enter your seed and make sure that you have the Bedrock 119 as the version and the overworld as the dimension. Then you have to check the features, in this case biome and the ancient city. This is the Sul lantern, and then here, as you can see, everywhere where this Sul lantern symbol is, there you will find yourself an ancient city. If you go to the biome height setting and then to bottom y-51, then as you can see, all of these Sul lanterns, so the ancient cities, will be in the deep dark biome, which are all these black patches. As you can see now, we have the biome deep dark. Then also I recommend putting in your coordinates right here so that you can find yourself the nearest. Now when you are in an ancient city and want to kill the Warden, first of all you have to be quiet. You don't want to activate these skulk shriekers before you can actually kill the Warden. So when you want to start, you want to find yourself in a position that is pretty good lighted, and you want to have some of these skulk shriekers around so that you can activate them and summon the Warden later. And actually you want to have either some of these skulk sensors laying around at the floor or in your inventory. Of course, when they are already on the floor, you want to make sure not to activate them before. And then to kill the Warden, you will need all of these items. You will need 5 blocks of wool and 4 powder snow buckets. Then you will need some of these tools as well. You can decide whether you want to use them or not. I recommend using a bow with infinity and an arrow, and then a pickaxe, a sword, and a hoe would be helpful. If you don't know what to do with the hoe, you can break everything that has something about skulk, so the normal skulk blocks, the skulk sensors, or the skulk shriekers faster with the hoe. And as mentioned, by breaking these skulk blocks, you will get some nice amounts of experience. Now you want to go to a location where you definitely don't have any of these skulk sensors around, because we need to break some of these blocks. And what you want to do is to dig out a 2x2x2 hole using some of your tools, of course. And when done, you want to take your powder snow buckets and place them at the top layer, so you placed 4 of them like this. Then you want to go at least 21 blocks in one direction outgoing from the edge of this hole. And of course, every time you move in the ancient city, make sure to sneak so you don't activate the skulk shriekers before you can actually kill the Warden. So 1, 2, 3. Now our hole is right there, and here we are about 20 blocks away, and now I take the risk and place a torch just for showing reasons so that I can show you how to kill the Warden. Right here I recommend to place a wall out of wool or around you so that the Warden doesn't detect you. For the case that you didn't know this already, wool will stop the sound from moving away from you so that the Warden can't detect you. Now back at the hole with powder snow, as you can see, there is my spot with the wool, and now you can go around and summon the Warden. To do this, either place a skulk sensor right here or just use one that is around, and you want to activate it several times so that the Warden spawns. As you can see, the Warden spawned, and now you just want to be quiet and sneak and spot the Warden first. As you can see, there it is. And now you just want to lure the Warden into the hole. Let's see if we can get it right now. And as you can see, the Warden dropped into the hole. We can sprint away to our safe spot and wait until the darkness effect is away. By the way, the effect comes from the skulk shriekers, so if you can break the sensors and the skulk shriekers, and as you can see there in the back, the Warden takes some damage, and we can help him by just shooting him with some arrows from our distance. As you can see, because we are more than 20 blocks away from him, the Warden can't attack us with his distance damage. And this is why I recommend using a bow with infinity, because the Warden has 250 hearts of health and you'll need some arrows to kill him. So as you can see there, he died. There are the particles, and now we want to sneak back to the spot. Now I recommend destroying the sensors you used, and then you have killed the warden and you can get his loot. He will always drop one of these skulk catalysts, and just make sure that you don't die either. And now you can do whatever you want. You can loot the ancient city, you can collect all of the experience that is saved and stored in these skulk blocks. Just keep in mind, you can accidentally respawn the warden by activating the skulk shriekers again. Now at this point, I hope I helped you with this new 1.19 tutorial, and I hope you can use this method to kill the warden without getting killed. If you have some problems, please leave your questions and anything else in the comment section. I'll answer this and I'd appreciate your support. Of course, always you can leave a subscription, you can leave a like, and of course your video suggestions also in the comment section. And then I hope we see us again in my next 1.19 tutorial. See ya!